Okay, I'm filming this video in the dark because it appears like it gives me a little bit better picture from my camera to my my iPod. But I want to talk to you today a little bit about a little application or a little website that I've been building as part of our iTeach mobile project. And first of all, if you go to Safari on your iPod and you click up here in the address bar, and you type in iTeach iTeachmobile.ning.com. I've already typed this in, so it shows up as a suggestion. And go to that web address. This is our online community, and their website has a special code in there that recognizes that you're on an iPod or an iPhone, and will display it as a mobile website. And so this here is a list of the recent activity that's occurred on our discussion forum. And you can do other things. I can go to your page. You can see members. We can go to the forum to see all the different topics here. But if you go over to the forum, there's a forum discussion that I started called iTeach Mobile App Directory. If you click into that, you can read about this right now here, but there's this little icon here, this little picture of an iPod Touch or iPhone that says iTeach Mobile App Directory. This is a link, so if you click on that, and you can do this on your PC too, and it's also a feature now in the digital backpack. So if you open this up, this is a kind of like a little virtual iPod here. I've got apps in here categorized by different different categories pertaining to things I think educators or students or just could be useful for education in general. You click on these and they'll open up other pages. So I click on student apps, and I've got these sorted by subject. And I'm still building this, so it's obviously not full yet. But you get to let's see. We'll click on math. You'll get to a place here where you actually have the apps, and these are links to the actual apps in the iTunes store. So if I click on one of these, it's going to close Safari and it's going to open up the iTunes app application on my iPod, and I can download this from here, and it'll go straight to my iPod or iPhone. If you do this on your PC, it'll open up iTunes and bring you right to the page where you can download that application. So I would highly recommend that if you are an educator, which most people viewing this I would assume would be, and especially if you're part of our little group here, that you go and let me go back to that page. iTeach Mobile, and you bookmark this, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second too. So if I go to forums and I go to iTeach Mobile App Directory, click on there. Now from here I can do this really cool thing where I can either add it as a bookmark, which will appear in my Safari bookmarks here, or I can add it to my home screen. So if I do that, then I can title it, and it'll give me a little icon on my iPod that will open straight to that web page in Safari. I've already done this, so I'm not going to go ahead and do it. But what that looks like is right here. I've got this, I call it iTeach Mobile App Directory. I open it up, and there it is. So if you have any suggestions for apps to put in this, most of them are free. But they should be apps that are useful for educators or for students or just for education and learning in general. And again, this is just now being built. Also in this, one more thing I want to show you or two more things actually. If you click on email, and this is an option that only works really well on the computer. If you do this on your PC, on your laptop or wherever you are, a little video will show up inside of the window here, explaining how to set up your email account, or how to set up email on your iPod Touch or iPhone. The other thing on here is where it says podcast, And again, this is by far not comprehensive, but I've gone ahead and loaded a bunch of podcasts that I subscribe to that I find very useful for education. So I would highly recommend going and exploring these. And if you find one that interests you, by all means, subscribe to it. And it's a good thing to do. Listen to them. Listen to these in your car. Listen to them when you walk your dogs at night, which is what I do, or wherever you have extra time where you could certainly be, growing your mind. Thanks.